sending us backwards in our efforts to protect families and prevent gun violence. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. And I'm sorry this dark day has come.
This decision has made every single one of us less safe from gun violence. And we cannot allow New York to become the wild, wild west.
We, the president, myself, many of us are deeply concerned and troubled by the Supreme Court's ruling today. It, I believe, defies common sense and the Constitution.
The fact that the court is coming down with this decision feels tone deaf, and I worry that it undermines the legitimacy of the court.
I am disappointed in the Supreme Court gun decision. I think it's a bad decision. I think it's not reasoned accurately, but I'm disappointed.
And the ladies of The View are a whole new level.
I don't even have the words. It seems stupid. No, it's worse than that. It's worse than that. It's not even stupid. It is. It's such a middle finger to New York.
Oh, jeez.
Judge, what do you think the chances are that Whoopi Goldberg actually read any of the opinion?
You know what? I'd probably wager my house on that one. I really would. I got to tell you, this decision by the United States Supreme Court is a full-throated defense of the Second Amendment. And the Supreme Court is basically saying this is a constitutional Second Amendment that is explicit. For all of those who are concerned about Roe and they're trying to work it in implicit and kind of it's drawn in and interpreted, this is explicit, where they basically say, you, New York State, you cannot add additional requirements. If someone wants a handgun or a revolver, they come and they get permission for that. You give them that permission. You cannot then say to them, by the way, if you want to carry this gun, then you're going to have to show a special need. And the special need to them is some circumstance where you in particular are subjected to some kind of crime or offense. And the Supreme Court said, no, there is no second test. There is only the first test. 43 states require you to get a license to carry a gun. And they said, that's fine. But you don't go to level 2 and say, and now if you want to carry it, you've got to prove that X, Y, and Z. And the two guys who brought this appeal were guys who were experienced in carrying guns and using guns. One lived in a neighborhood where there were a lot of robberies. And the Supreme Court came down, and I got to tell you, Justice Thomas was like, it wasn't having any of it. He says there is nothing in the Second Amendment that draws a home public distinction with respect to the right to bear arms. And what I think is incredible is in terms of New York, they're saying, and this is a quote from the decision, the respondents attempt to characterize New York's proper cause requirement, that means you have to show more reason to have a gun, as a sensitive place lacks total merit because there is no historical basis for New York to effectively declare the island of Manhattan a sensitive place simply because it's crowded and protected generally by the New York City Police Department. So that's the answer to Mayor Eric Adams, who's so outraged. I want to know why all these liberals are not outraged by the criminals carrying the illegal guns. And don't tell me that they are, because they're not. They're letting them out of jail to hit the streets again and victimize the rest of us. And I want to read one more quote from this decision. They say that there is in the United States an enduring American tradition that permits a public carry. So don't even question it.
Yeah.